YouTube channel near you.
Well, hello there, Lori. Hello, Kathy A. Welcome, Pancho. Nice to see you, Pancho. We got Kevin in the house with John. Well, as everybody is starting to slide in with Hannah. Nice to see you, Hannah. So, Angela, how are you doing there today?
Doing good. Had a little bit tired. Had a long weekend on the way, so I was working Saturday and Sunday. I was down there at Mystics and Marvels and doing readings there at Columbus, doing psychic work. I probably took like 3 or 4 easels with me, but then the vendor across from me, and I was just thinking, it would be really nice if I had the 3 little display easels. And here the woman right across from me said she had 3 little display easels that she wanted to give me.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're cute. They're vintage. They are so cute. They're wrought iron, and they curl, and they got fancy leaf work on them. And they're really something.
Awesome. Nice. So welcome, everybody, to another edition. Thanks for tuning in. If you're not a member of the Outlaw family, make sure you jump on the bandwagon and subscribe. It's free. And make sure you like and tap those hearts. Tap. Anyway, so we got a 10 of wands. Let me get my green screen. 10 of wands. And look at the struggle he's got. Oh, my God. The struggle, right? And when I look at that, we also talk about burden and, the hard work and the responsibilities. And with that, we have stress, right? But what do we get of all that? We get achievement, right? So with all that, we always get achievement and abundance. So think about that. What do you think about that, Angela?
Absolutely, because that card comes up for me a lot. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
I very personally relate to that because, I'm helping with my parents and I, have 2 careers going on at once. And so that does come up a lot for me. Like I'm carrying it so much. But then with that, there's always seems to follow that card is I think it's the 7 of wands that shows the man that is carrying the wreath and he's being applauded by all these people.
Right.
So absolutely. I mean, you carry so much, but also the universe will work with you and reward you. If you think you're carrying more than you can bear, actually the universe is going to help you.
Well, absolutely. So we talked about this during the last show, how chaotic life can be, but we can overcome and surpass that. So yes, welcome everybody, and nice to see the little Twisteds in the house. And if you're a naughty human, hit the like button too. Ooh, I think that Lori, I appreciate that. So yeah, absolutely. I am monitoring the comment section. So if you do want a reading by the one and only Angela, get on the board and I will slap it in the waiting room. So yeah. Hey, Kathy. She's saying hi to Little Twisted. So yeah, so did you have a good time at your convention? Because we're going to Michigan this coming weekend.
Yes, it was
good. And then we're going to Kentucky, so yeah.
It's hot like it is every year, and it's a metal building, so it's just that much hotter. But this time I brought my fan. So I had the coveted oscillated fan, but I bought a double wide space. So I had all my artwork. I brought as much artwork as I can, and I sold a lot of art that I had already painted as well. So I very large pieces. And there were several people competing for the same piece. So
wow.
Which was good.
I want to give you 5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 25, now 30, and give me 30. Yeah, there we go there.
That's exactly what it felt like. I felt like it was right back at the 4-H auction,
Right. There we go. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh my gosh, and there was a little girl, one of my teddy bears, the ones with the painting I did with all the teddy bears together, and there's one I did that was inspired by, actually created by a spirit of Officer Ruber, who had taken me prisoner when I was a British soldier in World War I. And that whole painting was the soldiers and German soldiers kind of in purgatory, and there was burning and there was mud and there was also a little doorway for heaven there. And this kid that had wanted this very badly turns out to be very, very interested in German history. And his mother was shocked. Like, I couldn't believe he'd be, that he would pick that one out of all the artwork he got here, that he'd pick the one with the German theme to it. So so he bought that one. I also sold the one with the warning about the AI from the Blessed Mother. And I sold, was another one I sold. There was another one. So it's like four.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Poncho, you got me. It goes ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm about to kiss my heart goodbye, or something like that. Anyways, sold at the auctioneer. Isn't that the name of the song?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's how it goes. And
I think so.
There were some paranormal experiences there too. I mean, and that was pretty amazing. I picked up on a child attached to this woman, and the child had died of some sort of liver issue, and this was back in the about 1920 or so. And here the woman I was reading, and she waited till after the reading that she said, of course, the little girl said to me, or to say to her, "You were sick too." And she said that she had some sort of liver issue where she got very, very sick, and they couldn't figure it out. And then all of a sudden it was just gone, and they couldn't explain it.
Wow.
And, yeah.
It's terrible.
And yeah, it's fascinating. And then I painted the portrait of the little girl spirit, and she says, "That looks exactly like my daughter." And then she showed me a photo of her daughter, and it looked exactly like her.
Wow. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is. It makes you wonder. So, a little twisted. What have you been up to? I've got a strange feeling about her tonight. A little twisted. Poncho, I did put you in line. Poncho Rio, I put you in line. Nah, I know what you're saying, but those words are funny from my heart. Lori, I'm hoping going forward to initiate ability bodies well to benefit others. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sold. The lady in the second row, she's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10. I know she's got river blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm about to kiss my heart goodbye. She's got that's it. That's the lyrics. Liana's got it. Yeah, thank you, Liana. Spell it, Grizz. I know, right? John Michael Montgomery. So that's the name of the song. Yes. Down to auctioneer, I think it's what it is, or something. But yeah, thank you. Poor Angel's like, damn it, Grizzly, shut up.
It's a country song. I'm not too partial to country songs.
No, she listens to that.
I love heavy metal.
I'm telling you, I don't even know that. I can just hear it. It's that way. Anyways, man, Christina's parents were like, what the hell is Grizzly doing in her office? Anyways,
chat too.
So, anyways, during there watching TV, they're like, "What the hell is he doing in there?" Like, that's funnier now. All right, so who we got now? So let's start out with somebody. I don't have my soundboard hooked up, so I don't have any music. Let's start out with Poncho Rio. I'm afraid if I had her read me, she'll blush too much for Poncho. She got me blushing, so I want to know what Angela's gonna read. All right, Poncho's up. All right, Poncho.
All right.
Poncho's like, what? What do you mean, Grizzly? Grizzly. I'm breaking a pattern. I'm a little twisted. You're doing something. So, all right, Poncho. Yeah, Poncho Rio. Angela has boats on tonight for the win. Boats?
Boots.
Oh, boots. I was like, boats? What do you mean, boats? Okay, boots. I'll buy that one.
All right. So
boots,
the first
boats.
Compromise, right? German word for both. Boots.
Boots.
Okay, so the first rune I got for you, Poncho, this is Rytho. So Rytho is the rune of honor. It's the journey with integrity and purpose. And this represents the solar wheel of Odin's chariot. What I'm getting off of this, Poncho, is that you are headstrong. You have an intention, and it's like you've got your chin set, what they used to call it, your face set. Like, I'm made this decision. I'm determined to go through with it. I know what I'm going to do. I know what intention I'm setting, and I am just going to do it. That's the feeling I get off of this one for you. And the next rune, I got is Thora sauce. So when I see this rune, this, especially after the Writer rune, it means be cautious. Don't make any hasty decisions, but this also is about boundaries. It feels like you're trying to break through a lot of boundaries by force as well. But I'm also feeling like this rune is like saying you're on like a bulldozer right now. And that may not be the wisest course of action to take.
Poncho, you're honoring. You're just so. I just read his comment. I'm like, dude, what am I answering that for? Anyways, that is spot on for Poncho.
Okay,
welcome, Seashells.
Next rune for Poncho. Last rune I got is Degas. Well, this is a beautiful stone, isn't it? It's gorgeous. All the colors in it. So this is Degas. So this is the rune of enlightenment, balance, because you also have the bright light and the deep shadow. This rune is telling me that you're going to reach a stage of enlightenment, that you're actually going to feel clearer headed, more calm, more at peace. And I feel like that you become very centered, very, very much aware and in tune to everything that's around you, and that not much is going to disturb you. So you're going to reach that goal.
Interesting. Hannah, come on down, Hannah. Hannah Slate. Hannah Slate, come on down. Poncho says, I'm vocal. You are so vocal, man. They were talking about putting Trump and Kamala Harris, or whatever her name is, in the ring last show.
All right, Hannah. Hey, Hannah. I'm using these lapis lazuli stones. All right, so first rune I get for you. This is Kenya's. This is a light and darkness. And this is a torch. What I'm getting, Hannah, I feel like you are following what Spirit has for you. It's like you're following the spirit world. You're following your spirit guides. You're following that higher guidance from heaven. And you're letting that light lead the way for you. You're not leaning on to into your own self, but rather to that higher wisdom. The next rune is showing blank. No, it's not. Oh, I just had to turn it over. It is Degas. So Degas again is illumination here. I'm hearing the word specifically illumination instead of enlightenment. So when I hear that illuminated, that means you are filled with the light of heaven, that you let the light of heaven channel through you and out of you too as well. So the next rune, this is T-Was. So T-Was is victory, oath, promise, and it's also pointing towards the North Star, towards heaven. And this just tells me where your priorities are, but it also feels like that heaven is handing a victory over to you because you've chosen to follow the light and to follow the guidance of wisdom as opposed to your own intellect or your own understanding.
Interesting. I kind of like that. I think that is great. So, all right, Hannah, what do you think about that? Let's see here. Welcome, Michelle. Nice to see you on the show. Kathleen. Hello, Kathleen. Seashells, you'll be coming up soon, so don't go anywhere. Next up, let's get Mary. Mary, come on down, Mary. Nice to have you on the show, Mary. Hey, John T. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Mary. Okay, Mary.
Hannah says, that makes so much sense because I have been doing what's best for my future. That's good. It's good, Hannah. Okay, Mary says she's here.
Okay, Mary. So the very first rune I get here is I was, and this is death, regeneration, communication, also lucid dreaming, that type of awakening. Um, I'm getting the impression of strong communication, like a strong connection to the spirit world. Like you have a very good open communication going between yourself and in the spirit world. And the next room I got for you. Oh, wow, I got this again. Look at that. Kenya's light and darkness, wisdom. This rune is telling me that you're being guided by at least 3 spirit guides around you, or at least 3 of them that are actively communicating with you, that you are listening to, and they appreciate that because they are guiding you. They are definitely saying that you're on the right track, and they're very, very grateful that you are listening because they are serving your highest good. The next rune I have is Isa. So Isa, this rune literally means ice. We actually get the English word ice from this, and we actually have Isa in German. So this, when I see this, I'm being told rest. I'm being told rest. This is this be still and know that I am God type of rest. Be patient and enjoy the peace of that rest.
Interesting. I like that. All right, next up, seashells come to the table. Seashells, come up to the table, please, and sit down.
I love that. I love that. Seashells. Okay, so the first rune I get for seashells.
All right, she's ready.
Okay, so the first rune I get for you is Gabo. So Gabo is gift. It represents 2 energies here, the giver and receiver. This can also be trust. I'm strongly getting the sense of you trusting the spirit world to grant you something that you've been asking for. And it's going to be given to you. You've been asking for it for a long time. The next rune I got, very similar looking rune, but with a different meaning. This is nadis. So nadis is a tightness around the chest, but it's also the need fire. This can represent love. This can represent protection, but it can also represent struggle. I feel like this rune is telling me that you've had a lot of struggles in the past. It feels like a lot of desperation. I'm just like feeling desperate in the past. That's in your past. But this rune is telling me, even though that comes up again, but it only comes up as memory affecting you now. It's like the memories of that is really affecting you now, but it's not as bad as it used to be. So the difficulties that you're facing now, they weren't as bad as they were in the past. But it's time that you're able to deal with those memories and how that affected you, so you can move beyond that. And the next rune, okay, I have, here we go again, Kenyas. So Kenyas meaning light, wisdom, heaven. I just got that you're going to see something. It's like you have this sudden realization of the right path, and you realize and you'll recognize the touch of heaven and know that heaven is leading you, and you will embrace it because heaven's going to lead you away from a path of difficulties to a path of peace.
She says, seashells for audio listeners on iHeart, Spotify, Google, Apple, and everybody else. I've been directed to listen to Gregorian chant music.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the read, Angela. Mary says, interesting. Yeah, interesting. Liana, come down. Up to the table, please, Liana.
Liana. Okay. Liana.
Yeah.
Okay, Liana.
Seashell says, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oh. Well, we got Kenya's again. This is coming up again and again for people.
Yes, it is.
Like Kenya's is that rune of wisdom intuition, that inner light, but also this is the light that it literally represents the light and darkness, like when you need light the most. And it's an actual torch. So the bottom part's a handle, the top part is where you would cover in pine tar and set on fire. So what I'm what I feel like is that it feels like you are in darkness wherever you turn, but there is light just in front of you. There is light just in front of you. Stay focused on that light. Stay focused and never let go on it. I'm being told that you focus on your hope in heaven, that heaven will lead you out of the darkness, and to keep focusing on that because you are being led out of darkness. Even you don't realize it, you're actually put on a path and you're being led out of it. The next room I got is Manas. So Manas is the rainbow bridge that connects the physical world with the spiritual. It's also humanity, intellect. What I'm getting off of this, I feel like you're you're drawing on your own intellect a lot. That you're drawing on that, but it feels very draining for you. The rune is indicating to me is to let go of your own efforts and turn that over to God. Let God handle the intellectual and the decision. All your worries and concerns, just lay it on Him instead, and let Him be the one that gives you the wisdom to lead you on. Okay? And the next rune I got is Right Though. So Right Though is the solar wheel of Odin's chariot across the sky, but it means a journey with honor and integrity. I got that you're going to complete the journey of integrity. It feels like you are going to succeed and you're going to recognize that success. So you're going to get the results that you desire as long as you let go and hand that over to God.
Yes. She said, "Oh God, I didn't expect to get emotional over just a little bit." Yes, definitely did not expect to get emotional tonight. However, welcome, Bigfoot, New York, Todd. And I've got you, Lindsay, and I've got you, Kathy, already on the list. And yeah, I do, John T, put everything in God's hands. God is bountiful and beautiful and has a lot of abundance to give. So, yes. And a little twist said, let it go, let God have it. So, yes, absolutely. Okay, next up. Let's see here. Lori, come down to the table. Lori, you're welcome, Leona King. Absolutely. Lori, are you still here? And she's typing. I think she's still here. And if not, we'll circle back. And we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll go to Lindsay. Come on down, Lindsay.
All right, Lindsay. All right, so the first rune I draw for Lindsay. Okay, so this is Thorisos. This is caution. This could be a kind of a tough situation. This has to do with boundaries, also warnings. So what I'm feeling off of this, Lindsay, it feels like that you see a touchy situation that could be explosive and you're backing out of it and you're just trying to staying back away from it. Like, I'm going to put a boundary between me and that and just step back. I don't want to be involved in this fight. Let's just let it work itself out. And you're probably, if you're like me, you're probably sitting there like, don't drag me into your fight. Don't drag me into it. This is your fight. This isn't mine. The next rune I got is Feu. So Feu is money, and it also represents a cow, because that was your unit of money. So what I'm getting off of this, I see money, but I feel like you're holding on to it, and you're sitting on it. Like, I'm just being very cautious with it. And just holding on to it, just making sure I don't spend it, or if I do have to spend, just barely just spend what only because I have to. That's what I'm feeling. But I feel like there is some financial freedom coming down the pipe for you, like in your future, like a little bit extra, little bit of something for you that's a gift that feel free to relax and to enjoy. Um, have a little fun. And the next rune I got, this is Pertho. Wow, that blue of that stone is just that texture of that stone. I really like it. This is Pertho. So Pertho represents a die cup. It represents the future. And I'm feeling off of this that luck is going to turn in your favor. It's not right now. You seem to recognize when luck is bad for you. And you are very cautious and you recognize that. But luck is going to go into your favor soon. A streak of good luck is coming. So just be a little bit patient. It's coming.
Interesting. Bigfoot just says, this speaks to me. I'm guilty of taking back all my baggage, thinking I can wrestle that bowl down on my own. Just let me at it, but I can't. I need to turn it over. So this is something that calls to us as humans, that sometimes we have to let things go. Just like that kite that when we were kids, is that when pulls and tugs and we let that string out, what does that wind do? It carries that kite off. Let go of the string. Let the wind carry the kite. It's okay. Lindsay says, thank you. Four-leaf clover. Okay, let's see who's next. All right, next up. Let's see here. I think Lori's next.
All right.
Yes, Lori, because she actually came in. So.
Oh, there's Lori. Okay. Here we go, Lori. Just going to stick with these same rune set here. So the first rune I get for you, Lori, I get is Gabo. So Gabo is gift. And you see the exchange there. It means gratitude, giving, and receiving. And I feel like this is a theme that's in your life, giving, receiving, like the theme of gratitude. Like this is something that's been a theme of that you learned gratitude, that you learned to receive, not just to give. And that with that gratitude, it's a powerful thing to that, yes, this is a gift. This is good that I received, because sometimes we don't trust. We kind of seal our hearts and make the heart hard, and we don't open ourselves to receiving to what Spirit is giving to us. And that could, and God could use other people to give to us, and then we have to open our heart to receive. And I feel like you've learned that, like you've learned to open yourself up to receiving and recognize the gratitude that you express for what you've been given. That you recognize you're in a very fortunate position. So the next rune I have for you is Ingwas. So Ingwans means stability, prosperity. This represents the god Ing, the father of the household, father god of the household, the protector. And I feel like you're in a very secure position, that you're very well protected. You have very comfortable boundaries. It feels like you're in a comfortable, stable place right now. And next rune, Kenya's again. Hello again, Kenya. So Kenya's being the rune of light and darkness, that guiding light. I'm being told your heart is being the guide for you. Like you follow your heart. You follow what's in your heart. And I'm being told that's your light, and to continue to follow it, because I see you following your heart beyond your comfort zone, but it's an enjoyable experience for you to follow your heart.
You know, it is a joyful experience to follow your heart. It just never make decisions when you're emotional or irrational. So, yeah, absolutely. It's a very beautiful reading. Does it take care of a lot of energy to do these readings? It does. That's why I let Angela do them. This is her show, and Angela is wonderful. So yes.
It does. And one of the readings I did on the weekend, I got in touch with this woman's past life and experienced very emotionally the deep loss of her brother in World War II. And I just started to cry. Like, you know, she carries on. You know, sometimes when you lose family in a past life, there's still something there that resonates, and like you don't want to let go of family ever again because you lost family in that past life. And I used to start to cry because she lost her brother, who was her only family in World War II at that time.
Now, when I do readings, Angela, it does wear me out. Sometimes I get headaches. Do you get that at all?
I do get that. Sometimes when I've in the past where I've gotten really tired, these new abilities would just show up out of nowhere, and it's like my sensitivity adjusts. And last year or 2 years ago, I don't remember. I was so tired, I was so exhausted, but I was so sensitive. I could actually feel the frequencies, like I could feel the vibrations of people. Like I could feel their energy. It's like music. Like if you touch, instead of hearing music, like you can feel the vibration of it. And I was able to read people's vibration, and it told me whether they were a positive person, if they were open, and if it was very low and it was a very low frequency, then that person was usually tended to be rude, or because they're very negative and they're very selfish. The very selfish people tend to be a very low frequency, and the people who were very open-minded and very smart had a very high frequency, a very fast frequency, a fast pulse, and I could actually feel the vibrations. It's incredible.
Now, Kevin asks, what do you cope through the overload? I have a crystal bow that's a 434 megahertz. It's pure crystal. It's hand carved. It's not machine carved, which you can buy either or, which depends on your preference, really. It's really none, actually. And then I also have a tuning set, a fork set. It comes in a case. Every once in a while, I'll get it out and show it on the air, and I'll play with that for the frequencies and vibrations, and meditate and so forth, because it really wears you out. And if you do channeling, because I do what do you call it, eventual or evidence mediumship, so to where when people cross over, I give you evidence that I'm speaking with somebody, it's your family member or loved one. So but sometimes I feel what they've gone through or trauma, like Angela does, because Angela does our true crime shows, and it's lost cases or missing person cases, cold cases, murder, unsolved cases, and so forth. So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and then for me, I just open heaven now, and I just ask for this blast of light to come through. Usually blue, like a blue white light, and that I can feel it clearing, and I just feel so refreshed and cleansed and revitalized when I ask for that. I just ask the Blessed Mother to send that blue, because that blue color is cleansing, and then the white light is just pure love. So you'd have that blue that is cleansing all that negative energy, and then you have that white light that is like pure love that just brings you such a good feeling. So that is very, very helpful for me.
Little Twisted said, "Can I get a foot rub, please?" Only it's a foot rub. It's Christina. Anyways, yeah, not from Grizzly. Little Twisted would love a reading, please.
Okay, a little twisted.
And Angela says, Rebecca says she loves to see you on tonight.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the very first rune I got for you, Little Twisted, I got Gabo, so the gift on here. I get that I'm getting the impression that the universe is trying to give you a great gift, but your heart is not open to it. It's like there's something there stopping that, and it feels like a disappointment or a letdown. There's like a lack of faith there. A kind of hardness of heart because of that. and the universe is trying to get you to open up to this gift. So I'm being told that you need to look inward into your heart and to find out what that is, what that pain is, let it come out in your meditation so you can let it go and just give it back to God so that you can receive the gift that God is trying to give you, but you haven't been receiving.
Right.
So the next rune I have for you, this rune is Tiwaz. This rune is victory. I have a very strong victory feeling, and this is a little twisted. I see you as a warrior, so I'm being shown you as a warrior, standing victorious. Like you've got the warrior mentality, you got the warrior personality, and you will be victorious. You will receive your gift, and you will be whole. And I feel like you like to fight. You like to fight for that. You're the type of person that likes to earn that victory. Okay, so the next rune I got is Feyu. So Feyu being money. Of course, Feyu, this is supposed to be a cow.
Moo.
Moo. Do you know in Anglo-Saxon, an actual Saxon dialect, they actually have the word fee for cow. Or in German, you have Kuh, but it comes from this rune in Old
Really?
English.
Interesting.
Old English, the word for cow was fey. So and when and Jack and the Beanstalk, and you hear the giant saying "fee, fi, fo, fum."
I smell blood of the Englishman.
Yes, he's saying the Gallagher song of this rune, actually. So this rune is telling me that I feel like a lot of fun. I feel like there's a little extra money that's coming for you, where I feel like you get that you're having fun with, that you're going to be out there. Like I just see you out there dancing. Like it'd be kind of fun where you go out mixing, or go out to maybe on a riverboat cruise or something like that, and just having fun, just enjoying the company.
Well, so Twisted, enlighten me. Why is your energy different tonight? So talk to me for a minute.
Oh, I like she said, I'm a heifer.
What?
She said, I'm a heifer.
Oh my God. All right. Yeah, something changed in me the other night. Inquiring minds want to know. So tell me. Make sure it's PG-13 though, right? Oh, I hit a button and everybody went off the screen. Okay, you're back. Angela, do the runes have a message for me tonight? Ooh, Rebecca slides it in.
All right.
It's like a light bulb came on. Okay. All right. I'll go. I know Laura's like, SpaghettiOs. But yeah. Had no energy. I'm tired. I know. John, I feel like the same way tonight. But a little Twisted's holding back. He's holding back and I'm on it now. But yes, that's all right, a little Twisted.
Okay, so the first rune I got for Rebecca. So this rune is Helgelas. This is my favorite rune. We're coming up on the month of this rune, which is October.
October.
It's the Halloween rune. But this rune
Oktoberfest.
Yes, this represents the Hellstone. It represents that destruction, the unexpected problems that just come up in life. But it also can be transformation. It's also can be protection. But it's also where we get the word hell from. But we understand it in hell to be in English. Even though that's a hellstone, an ice stone. What I'm getting off of this, Rebecca, is like, it feels like there's a transformation coming, and it feels like your whole perception is being turned upside down. It's like your whole world's being turned upside down and flipped over. So to change your perspective, it's something that the spirit world is doing so that you can actually open up and finish the lesson that you're here to learn. So there's that.
She says my dad was born in October. Early pumpkin. Hey, all right.
An early pumpkin. Okay, that's funny. I don't think the baby was an early pumpkin. That's funny.
Hey, Tales Toad in the Dark. Welcome to the show.
Okay, So the next rune is right though. So right though is the journey with honor. I feel like after this transformation that you feel refreshed and that you boldly go forward in your life, like you boldly strike out. It feels like something that there's a little bit of risk taking involved, but it's something you have absolute confidence that is going to work out. And
Yeah. Welcome, Latro. Welcome to the show.
last rune for Becca. Okay, so this is Thorosauce. Thorosauce is saying, here, act in wisdom. Make sure to respect and set your own boundaries and the boundaries of others. This rune is telling me, too, I feel like that with that confidence is a tendency to be a little rash.
Oh,
Think things through before you make your decisions.
interesting. Next up, Michelle. Michelle says, Angela, I love the reading tonight.
Oh, somebody coming in with the Tales Told in the
In the
Dark.
dark, yes. I know. What a wonderful name, right?
Yeah,
Latro
exactly.
slide in too. Welcome, Latro. What tells in the dark?
Okay, and Michelle. Okay, so I'm also getting the rune Helgelas. Oh, this is coming up now a lot. We have Halloween coming up. So Helgelas here. I this I'm getting a different reference for this. Rune's going to be a different visual for this. So the Vikings suppose they had a crystal that they would use, and they would use it in low light conditions, and they would look through it and able to see what direction of the sun was, because the crystal would concentrate the sunlight in a beam, and they could see the direction of the beam would tell them what direction the sun was, so they could navigate. I'm and if you you shine light through a crystal, you might get this shape. So I'm getting that image from you. I'm getting that image for you. Like, I need to know my direction. I need navigation assistance. So I'm getting that for you, that navigation imagery. And the next rune I got is Yara. So Yara is where we actually get the English word year from. This represents harvest. And I actually feel like you're on a journey. And I'm also getting a past life also for you. Again, with having to do with navigating the seas, like sailing, and like that was your profession. With this rune, Yara, I'm getting like you're going to be getting a harvest of all your work. So you did a lot of work in your past life. You took a lot of risk, but you took calculated risk because you had to really pay attention, because your whole life was a sea, and the sea is unpredictable by nature. But watch the season. You would know when it was good to sail and when it was not to sail, and you knew what to do in emergencies. You knew how to navigate difficult waters and over long distances, what seemed like nothing without any landmarks. And for you, I know that you said that you don't like change, but there's something about that past life that you are reaping a benefit now that's going to come full circle for you now. And you'll finish that lesson that you started in the past life into this life. And you're going to get this means prosperity is coming for you. You're going to feel more fulfilled and be at peace because you would have finished that lesson in that last life into this life. So the next rune, and here we go, is Thorosauce. So Thorosauce, meaning this is a thorn bush, usually means borders or defense. I got the sense of kind of pulling back within yourself and putting borders up, because there's going to be a time where you need to set up boundaries for yourself so you can work on you. That's what I'm getting. So whatever you need to work on yourself. It's is deeply connected to your past life, sailing those seas. And you are
Awesome.
a man in a past life.
Awesome. What a beautiful ratings tonight, Angela. And thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure and contact Angela to reach out to her for your personal readings and so forth. And make sure tomorrow we got some good lineups on our shows starting at 5 o'clock Eastern time and running up to 7 p.m. or later. So tune in tomorrow and from coast to coast around the world, ladies and gentlemen. Godspeed. We'll catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See ya.